I'm John Abraham, and we're at the Kari Speedway with the Indian Racing League and like the Indian Racing Festival, and we're watching some fantastic races with my team J Racing, Goa Aces, and we're watching some Formula 4 races. So it's great to be here, happy to be here, and very excited to be here.
We are also excited to have you here, and you're a very sporty guy. I mean, there's so many sporting passions that you have. How did you get involved with the racing league?
I was approached by Akhil Reddy, who actually runs and owns RPPL, which is the parent company for the Indian Racing Festival. I was very excited. I needed an excuse to get into motor racing, and here I am. I'm doing this through my films. I want to do a film on motorcycle racing. Here I'm trying to do, be a co-owner of a fantastic racing team, and touchwood.
All the best for that. And you answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you if you're going to make a film on racing at some point.
Yeah, I'm making a film on motorcycle racing, and that's starting next year. It'll start probably August, September next year.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the Isle of Man.
Between films and sports or racing, anything, can you choose one actually?
Not really. I think the best way to do it, and I think I'm blessed and I'm lucky to do that, is I can merge my sporting passion into films.
Right.
And use my film status in sport.
Yeah.
So you can influence youngsters to get into more sports, be it motorcycle racing, be it formula racing. Because honestly, if you see the number of deaths that have happened in India on roads, honestly, if you're passionate about going fast, this is the safest way to go fast. So I would encourage parents and youngsters that, listen, you really want to do something with your lives, you want to drive a great car, ride a great motorcycle, do it on a track. There's no point going fast on the roads, So, which is why I want to develop my own helmet line. Wow. So that's next. That's what I'm doing next. I'm manufacturing helmets.
Okay. And you have always promoted safe driving.
Always. I think I always say this: wear a seat belt when you drive a car. Wear a helmet when you ride a motorcycle. I tell people who ride motorcycles, please wear a helmet, please.
Right. How do you motivate your team?
I met my entire team. And I met the engineers, I met everyone. It was nice speaking to the team. I spent a lot of time with them. I think we have a problem with the race, with the setup of our Formula 4 car, because our boy is standing. I mean, he would have been a podium finisher, but he's 7th, 8th, 11th. So I think we'll sort that out as well. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to be here, meet the team. Just the fact that they know I am here is a good thing, and I'm honored to be here actually.
Right. You have a woman driver in your team, right?
Yeah, we have more than one woman driver, but yeah, Gabriella is fantastic, and she's so good that she's just tested for a Formula E team right now. She's so good. I cannot tell you, we usually have this misnomer and misconception in our head that women, there are men who say that women can't drive.
Yes.
This girl can beat any man. She is amazing. She's amazing.
Right.
So I'm very happy to have her in my team. And she's such a good-natured girl, and she's very competitive, and most importantly, she's a team player.
Right. Do you have a favorite Formula 1 racer?
Oh yeah, I have. So I'll tell you what, more than a favorite Formula 1 racer, I think this Formula 1 season, there are a bunch of newcomers that have come in, from Franco Colapinto, and Alex Albon was from before, but there are a bunch of new kids that have come post Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, Oliver Berman, fantastic, and there's one more guy who's just come in right now. These new kids on the block are unbelievable, and they're so competitive. They're going to change the nature of the sport. So I would say my new favorite bunch of racers are these new kids on the block.
Have you been inside one of these cars?
You're not allowed to.
Right.
Okay, but Rahul and I discussed, and he said, John, do you want to sit in one of these cars? And then he saw me. I said, Rahul, you think I'll fit in one of these cars? And then Sohail is a tall guy at the back. He said, you'll fit into my car. So they're saying, okay, we'll take out the seat, we'll take out everything, and you get in.
Oh, wow.
So the idea is to get into one of those cars. Honestly, I've not been in one of those cars.
Right.
I'm Akhilesh Reddy, the CMD of RPPL. We are right now at the Coimbatore racetrack.
How difficult is it infrastructure-wise to pull off a racing festival like this in India?
It is, I would say that it's a little tough and a little difficult to pull off like this, because you really don't have infrastructure related to the motorsport in India, because this is a sport which is just growing, which we started growing it, and we are still in the, you can say, urge of improvements, and we are still in the urge of creating awareness amongst the people and creating interest amongst the people, because this is an interesting sport. So yeah, there's going to be difficulties, but I hope in coming 3 or 4 years, it should look promising, and the sport should be one other sport in India where people love it, like just like the cricket or Kho-Kho or Kabaddi. So we are looking forward to it.
It's a very niche and an expensive sport to pursue. Do you think Indians are? It can become mainstream in India.
Yes, I agree that when you say that it's expensive and niche, but it was expensive and niche back in the 90s. But right now, if you want to get into a good training academy for the cricket, you got to pay at least 1.5 or 2 lakhs per month. But whereas if you want to do the karting training, it's like hardly 25,000, 30,000 per month. It was 25, 30,000 back in the 90s. It is 25,000, 30,000 still. But people have not come out of the mindset. So I would request the public to check. The motorsport is actually cheaper than the cricket these days.
Do you see a lot of enthusiasm among women to take this up?
Yes, and that's the basic idea that we have started over here, and we made a mandatory rule that every team should have a female driver in order to show that motorsport is the only platform where it can be gender neutral rather than the gender biased. And this is the only platform where we can show that women are no less than the men. And I personally believe that doing something proves rather than giving the quotes or quotations. So I thought that we will put this in the practice. And after seeing lots of girls driving in the IRL, lots of other Indian girls have started taking initiation. And I'm supporting Shreya Lohia since last 2 years, and she is the first Indian to make Formula 4 FIA points last year. So I'm supporting her since last 2 years.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.